And now he'll tuck it and run. And he slides to avoid the hit. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Terrence Mitchell right there on the coverage.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jarek McKinnon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll try to run with McKinnon, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jarek McKinnon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Butker now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing. Mayfield. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now Mayfield completes this to Callaway over on the right side. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Trying to get it to Landry there.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 46. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Following the interception, Mayfield throwing deep here for Coleman. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, in there to sack him. And that is 10 for him now on the year. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Caught here by Conley. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to look deep down the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Brandon, their last miss on 3rd down, they actually were able to alleviate it because they picked it up with a 4th down conversion. I don't know that they'd be wise to try and do that again here. To me, you got to punt the ball away.
He'll field this at the 5. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Justin Houston in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that.
And he's going to go down again. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And now here comes Kansas City. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 13. On play action, it's Mahomes. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game.
Leopard!
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. He finds Coleman. And Brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. On 2nd down, here's Taylor. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Anthony Hitchens in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Play action, it's Taylor. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. On the toss, it's McKinnon. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got the hook up with Conley. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Here's a carry for the former Dolphin. It's Damian Williams. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Gets through, and now an opening. 20. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. They get it to him running left. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he's got it. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. More from Cleveland after this. A field goal would make it a two-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Butker now to kick this one away. On the return, Jabril Peppers. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try.
And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for the Browns. 48 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. They go play action here on first down. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Landry, the intended target. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. They're going deep for Hill. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and that takes us from second to third down. The Chiefs on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Here's McKinnon. And some room to work. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They go play action. Now Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And able to find Conley. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. McKinnon. And a solid run down inside the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, the great coach has said football's really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Larry Ogunjobi in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Brian Calhoun. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Justin Houston in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. 2nd down, Mayfield. Flushed out right. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, Taylor. This is Johnson. He's got it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal? They'll sneak it with Taylor. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Carlos Hyde, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. And this one through the uprights and good. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on second and 16. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taken in at the 11. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 25-yard line. From the gun, Mayfield. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing, but with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They get it to him running left. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know, all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
The Browns on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. To throw, Mayfield. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Now Giorgio Tavecchio for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Tavecchio puts this one through. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. For the first play of the drive, loss 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They run once more with McKinnon. Gets past one man. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
They run it with McKinnon. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run leaves them just inches from a first. Could they possibly be tempted to try this on 4th and about a foot? Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says, we're going for it on 4th down. They're going to run. It's McKinnon. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
To return, it's Peppers. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed.
Super toe.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. And an alley to run. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They go to Johnson again. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They find some open field here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. On 1st down, it's Taylor. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield and try and hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback who's going to his left. A little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Justin Houston in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Here's Mayfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Duke Dawson picks it. Fancy footwork at the 45. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Mahomes going to throw it here. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And that was timeout called defensively by the Browns, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. To throw is Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown, as his guys are in for 6. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Butker now to kick this one away. To return, it's Peppers. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Mayfield on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. He was looking for Landry that time. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. His throw incomplete. Damian Williams, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And Conley's got it over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90. Slow. Z. Left.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Z.
Mahomes to throw once more. Looking deep downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. A good pickup there, 22. Now a play fake here on first down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. I like the way I said that, in his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Well, Charles, it's great to win.